Hi, this is Bethany with Morgan James Publishing, and today I'm speaking with our author, Freda Wilson. Hi, Freda, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Bethany?
I'm great. Thank you so much for being with me today. And Freda is the author of Healing the Wounds of Divorce: How to Move On Healthier, Happier, and More Fulfilled. Wow, what a difficult topic to write about, Freda, and what an important one. So I'm so excited to speak with you today about your book and what inspired you to write it and what readers are going to get out of it when they read your book. So the first question I would love to ask you today is, what inspired you to write your book, Healing the Wounds of Divorce?
Thank you for the question. So, I was inspired to write the book because I went through a very difficult divorce about 20 years ago, and it was very public, very painful, and it was very difficult to heal. And so, through the shame, the humility, the hurt, the loss of, the family unit and so forth, um, I found myself in a place of despair and kind of lost and trying to figure out what to do with my life going forward. What is my purpose now? Because I was pastoring a mega church at that time. We were co pastoring. And so I was no longer a part of the church family. So I felt displaced with God. I felt displaced with my church community. And so I found myself just searching for purpose and reason. And so when I finally was able to get professional help to heal through a season of depression, because I had been in the marriage and didn't realize I had been depressed for years. But once I got out of the marriage, I sought help and was told that I was depressed. And so the counselor that I went to see was very helpful because she affirmed the things that I had been feeling and just affirmed me in saying that my thoughts um, are important and I don't have to think like someone else's thoughts or, because I'm a Christian and I'm supposed to be submissive. And I do believe in biblical principles. But she just affirmed me as who I was as a woman of God, who I was as a female and a speaker. And so, in going through that, once I healed, I found myself again, what I like, what I don't like. Believe it or not, I had lost my identity in the marriage because I was so enveloped in, I guess, the cause and the mission of the church and the people of God, which is a positive thing. It's just that the marriage eroded. And so that became very, very difficult. So when I healed, found my place again, attended seminary and all of that, I decided that I wanted to help other women who might be going through a difficult divorce and not knowing what to do with the rest of their lives. And so my book is a gift to former pastor wives and to females who have gone through a divorce and who want to know how to move on with their lives. Or is God through with them? Of course not. Do I still have a purpose? Absolutely, you do. And so I teach them from my own journey and through coaching individuals because I am a certified relationship coach. And so I wrote the book to help women on their journey through the grieving process and then through rebuilding their lives and envisioning the greatest future that they could imagine, because you can take a bad situation and make it good. And so out of that bad situation, a woman or a man can dream big and create the life that they want without any opposition. And so that is what I do with women. I help them revision, rethink, and go forward in new purpose. And so that's why I wrote the book, because of my journey. And I've helped many of women going through divorce. And I'm just thankful. And that's my gift to the world.
Wow. How courageous of you to share your experiences in the book and also help other people through that very painful and what can feel like a really isolating journey. So we're so grateful that you wrote this book and honored to be your publishing partner. So could you talk a little bit about what the reader is going to gain after reading your book?
So, what the reader will gain is, first and foremost, that it's okay to put yourself first when you are going through a healing process. I teach them to be 100% selfish, because if you're not healthy, then you really can't help others very effectively. So that's one thing I say, put yourself first, because if you have children, they need you to be 100%. And so I build them up in that way. Then they will gain how to effectively grieve the loss of the marriage, the relationship, so that they don't carry that baggage into future relationships. So, a lot of times when we're going through grief and we're hurting, we just want to set it aside because it's so painful, or we bury ourselves in our work or different activities. But what I teach them is, let's not ignore them, let's embrace them, because embracing the pain allows you to heal. And once you heal, you can move on. And so they will gain from my book how to heal properly, so that when they are in new relationships, if they choose, they don't have the baggage with them. They can go in fresh and with the past behind them. They will also gain how to revision their lives. And we go through a whole process of a vision board and dreaming big and so forth, which I alluded to earlier. So they get to dream big, and I help them with that. Then we do a lot of inventories, relationship inventories, parental inventories, to see if there's a cycle that maybe women are going through that makes them choose the same type of person that might not be beneficial, or is there something from the background that might be hindering them. So we do the relationship inventory, and then we help them to pinpoint and identify what their needs are. And so they identify their needs and their wants in a relationship, so when they start dating, they are ready to embrace and choose the right partner. So they will learn how to choose the right person that's good for them. They will evaluate their values. They will know what their emotional needs are. And then they can move forward feeling healthy and happy and fulfilled.
Amazing. Wow. What tremendous value, again, from all this experience that you've had in your life, but also the people that you've worked with through this process, which leads me to the next question as far as, do you work with people? I know you've mentioned some coaching and some things that you've done with readers or your audience, but do you offer any programs or services for people that might be going through a transition like this in their life?
Yes, I do. So I have a life and relationship coach business, and I work with people through their healing process in divorce, and I help them rekindle new relationships. So I help people survive divorce, and I help people build new relationships through an organization that I founded called Relationship Matters. And people sign up online or by phone, and we work together, and we've seen great results. So many positive testimonies that I've gotten from people that I've worked with. I've gotten clients from referral, because my clients were so happy with the results. They start inviting people that they knew needed to go through the process as well. So my life is an offering to others to help them become the best they can be after divorce and moving on with their lives. I also have a program, if you haven't been divorced, how to just choose wisely and move into a good relationship, or if you're in a difficult marriage, how to resolve the issues in your marriage, so that you can have a mutually fulfilling marriage if it's been stifled, and so forth.
Wow. Wow. So much value and expertise to share with people. So, Freda, I think there's a lot of people that are going to be interested in learning more about you or about the book, or figuring out how they can connect with you. So, if someone wants to find information about you online, what's the best way for them to find that information or to connect with you?
So they can reach me at fredawilson.com. And that's my first and last name, fredawilson.com. And if they want to contact me, it's just fredawilson.com/contact. And my phone number is there as well, but it's 619-761-2228. So they can reach me by phone, leave a voicemail, and I'll call them back, or they can contact me from my website.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Freda, so much for your time today and for talking with me about your journey and about your book. We are so proud of your book here at Morgan James and so excited for this to be available to readers everywhere. So thanks again. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.